Hello everyone, here's Evita. Good morning. It's around 11 a.m. and it is already very hot, guys. I'm on my way to go shopping and I just want to finish showing you my dahlia bed, my cut flower bed, I would say, that I worked on 2 days ago. And the dahlias are so beautiful right now. So please enjoy it, and I hope to see you again next week. This is my new dahlia bed with some annuals, and I planted some blue poppies, and they were blooming very beautifully for a few weeks, and now they're turning dry and yellowish. So I decided to pull them out now. It's the first time that I'm growing these poppies. Maybe it was the heat last week. Maybe I should have given them more food. And I decided to pull them out now, and I'll replace them with some zinnias that I planted in some pots. So I will be weeding, trying to edge it. I would actually like to put a permanent edge here, just like my drought perennial bed, but I don't have time for that right now. It's too hot also to be doing some hard work here, so I'll just be weeding and maybe just try to cut the edge with my spade and clean up a little. This is the fertilizer that I use all over the garden, except when I have to treat some plants with iron, or some plants need some special attention. I will be using something else that is organic, of course. Otherwise, I use this all over the garden. I use it in the veggie garden, in all of my flowering beds, even the lawn. And it is made out of all natural things, good stuff, like the cow manure. So it smells a little bit funny, but it's not that bad. It's in powder form, so I just scatter them here, and and just use the tool to kind of mix it with the soil and then water it. And since it is all natural, it doesn't burn the plants. I also have a lot of different annuals here that I just direct sowed, like the cosmos and some flax flowers. And I also tried spider flower plant and zinnias, but the slugs all ate them. It seems like there are delicacies for them. So I planted some in pots, and I kept them on top of my table. I'm really glad that I did that, because otherwise I will not have zinnias this year. And look at them now. So I will be transferring them in this bed over here. So this is my dahlia bed, and I added some annuals here and some perennials like the summer hyacinth. So this one is a Rosella dahlia, but this is the one that's having some troubles growing. It's the smallest among the 3 Rosella dahlias that I planted here, but it is putting out some flowering buds now. And hopefully it will eventually grow a little bit taller, just like the other ones. So behind are some cosmos, the pink flowering cosmos that I sowed from seeds. Most of them were eaten by the slugs, and a few survived, and I'm really glad. And as you can see, they are now in bloom. Next to it is one of the marble ball in purple, variegated with some white stripes. And this also doesn't have any blooms yet, but some buds. So in between those 2 dahlias are some foxgloves that are now drying up. I will be harvesting the seeds, and I'll be cutting them down. I already planted several zinnias here that I had in my pots, and I pulled out all the poppies. Well, actually not. There's still another one here that I didn't pull out. I missed it. So this one. They were really blooming very beautifully for a few weeks, and now they're done. This one is one of the Sweet Williams that I planted all over here. It's the first flower in this bed. There are a few all over, so I'm still waiting for those to come up. This one is now opening up very soon. And look at that, guys. Look at that bloom. Isn't that pretty? And I also have some flax flowers in different colors. Usually they're blue, and this variety has pink, bright pink, and white, I think, or cream flowers. So these are the first two zinnia blooms now over here, and I have several plants in this bed now from my potted zinnias, because all the ones that I direct sowed were eaten by the slugs and the snails. Now I have zinnias and they really bloom all summer long. I also planted several annuals here, but I don't see many coming up. Just like I said, maybe they were eaten by the slugs, and there are a few that are coming up, but I don't know what they are. They probably came from the compost that I put in this bed. So I'll just wait until I can identify them. So I'll either transfer them someplace or pull them out. And if there are some plants that I'd like to stay here, then I will just leave them. This is the Franz Kafka. I potted all these dahlias inside the house in winter, and they all look good. This one is the third Rosella in this bed, and I just love the color, and the blooms are just so beautiful. Look how gorgeous. Look at that. And it's full of flowering buds, guys. And they are so large. Isn't it beautiful? I had to go down one level because the sun is just shining so bright. So I hope this will work. This dahlia over here, the white one, is the snowflake. And just like the Rosella, it's full of flowering buds and blooms. They are a little bit bigger than the Franz Kafkas. This one is the marble ball, and it finally put out a few more flowering buds, and it is so beautiful with that variegated petals. This white, cream, and dark purple. I just love it. So I have two marble ball in this bed. So this is how the Franz Kafka looks like from this lower level where I am right now. They're just so beautiful. And this one is the Vitum. It is larger than the snowflake. And it has long stems too, so I can really cut those for the vase. So guys, it's getting really hot here now, and I'm looking right now. Oh my God, my lawn is brown, guys. It's all brown. It never was so brown. They're not connected to my drip system. I don't have a turf lawn. I have a lawn that is okay with some weeds, but they stay green because we don't usually have this kind of weather here. I was just listening to the weather forecast yesterday, and they said ever since they started recording the weather temperatures here in Germany, they only had 9 days recorded with this very high temperatures of 104, 106. And we're having these temperatures for a few days, 3 or 4 days, I guess. My gardens are all connected to the drip system except for the drought-resistant bed and the lawns. And also the hedges are not connected, they don't usually need any water, at least no extra water. They get it from the ground, like the boxwoods and the English yews. They don't need that much water. But if this heat stays longer, then I probably will have to give it some water, give them some water. Okay guys, that's it. I have to go inside and get going. So hope to see you again soon. Bye now.